So ladies and gentlemen, this time we have landed ourselves into a place called as Rivona in South Goa. The main reason why we have come here is to show you what a cave is like. Now Goa has got hundreds of caves. Now caves can be divided into two. They can be rock cut or they are hill cut. In the sense they may be on their own or they may be into a hill. Now in Rivona we will be seeing both this. Now here the cave that you see behind me over there, though it has got a lot of modern structuring in front of it, the cave per se could be about 1000 to 1500 years old. Something very unique in this cave, and that is you can go from top and access the cave from the top, or you can go from down. But inside there are two compartments and you should see this. Now when you come to such places, please see that you wear something very sturdy in your feet and non-slippery. Wear a hat because the temperatures and the sun can be really very hot. And one big advice to all of you, when you come to see a cave, please don't be over adventurous. The reason is this land belongs to the reptiles and the four-legged friends of ours. When it is hot outside, they get into such type of caves to rest, and then when suddenly we walk inside, the only thing that they know is that they attack. So please do not be over adventurous when you see caves and rush inside. Take all precautions and then get inside. But right now, let's go inside this particular thing. Follow me. This is a cave. We can see this as a modern structure. What you see, the opening over here is only for the purpose of illumination down, because the entrance to this cave is from the side. You have to enter from here, and you can see how beautiful the entrance of the cave is. Mind your head. Do you think this is what the cave is about? That I just walked from top and came down here? No. Let's go back inside. Come on. This is what the cave is all about. A well and another room. They must have been pretty short men. But you can see that inside they had a well, they had a room. So possibly this was used to reside. You have seen the inside part of it, but do you want to see how this cave looks like? Let's see it from a little far. Every abode that was either carved out in rocks or whether we stay today in a home or a house, we always have a requirement for water. Here you can see a small little lake that has been made because around us there are a lot of plantations. Inside the cave you have seen a well where there is potable water. And there is a crab also over there. Maybe that was used for the people who resided here. But there is one more thing that we all love during summertime to visit, and that's a spring. And that is what you see at that end. Let's go down there and see that. Here also we see two cavities. Possibly they were trying to make another cave over here, but that attempt seems to be a little half-hearted. But here what I see down here is a spring, and that's exactly where I am going to dip my feet inside and cool down. That is the best thing that can happen on a hot day like this. Join me. It's cool. And do you know what? Wait a minute. I found 2 mangoes. I am come here in the right season. So do you. Please come here because right now the feeling is amazingly pleasant to stand in this spring water. Please come and see what a spring looks like. I am taking a sit over here. Just opposite to this Partaga mud cave, there is another road that comes down here. You can get down here from the turn, or there is one more road just opposite the Partaga main gate. You come down walking and then you head for another cave over here, protected by the Directorate of Archives and Archaeology, and it is supposedly, that's what people say, not me, that it was here that a man by the name Purna stayed. Now this man is supposedly had gone from here to Bihar. He heard Buddha over there. He was so impressed that he got converted. He came over here and he started spreading Buddhism. Now that is what the legends say. That's why I say it's a legend, because there is nothing that we can put our finger and say that he was here. But the fact remains that when you go to the Goa State Museum, there is an idol of Mahavir which is broken half, and that particular idol was supposedly found here in the fields opposite this cave. So that is why they say, or they relate this particular cave to the Buddhists and spread of Buddhism. Let's go down and see it. It's nice. This particular path where I am walking during rains carries the rainwater. So we call this as a vhar. I am walking in that right now. We have almost reached. Now I have to just climb over here and the cave is right on top. So we have reached the cave called as the Rivona cave. This is under the protection of the Directorate of Archives and Archaeology, and you can see that they have put up a board over here, and this particular idol you can see at the State Museum, and this was found somewhere in the fields over here. They have the entire list of all the monuments that they are protecting. And this is a little bit of history of this cave. And the cave, how it looks like, see it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rivona cave, protected by the Directorate of Archives and Archaeology. They invite all of you to come in and see what a cave looks like. Come in. I am standing here in the cave of Rivona. You can see a plinth behind. I don't know whether it was used for the person to sit and to give a discourse, or that idol which was found outside was lying over there. But yes, this is a very significant inclusion here in this particular cave. But if you look at this cave, it has been carved out, it's huge, and it has got a lot of mold now on top. And there are quite a lot of cuts inside. Could this be the niches where they kept their goods like we keep in the cupboards. This is what the Rivona cave is. Now this is a bigger cave and there is one smaller one at the side. But I advise all of you, never enter any caves because we may have our friends staying there. Besides these niches that we see over here, another inclusion that we find of this cave are a flight of steps cut into the rock. They lead you on top of this cave. We will take you and show you what it looks like on top. But the reason why I came here was to tell you about this. This is an ant hill. Ant hill in our local parlance is called as a ruin. And who stays inside? The white ants who destroy all our books and furnitures. They are a huge source of protein for the reptiles. But this ruin was part of our ritualistic culture of ancient times in the Konkan belt, and this was called also as a Santer. Later on, we had a deity called as Santeri. So if you see this, please do not go there, because if any of its cones are broken, there is every possibility that we have got our friend, you know this friend, who goes inside and lives on the white ants. This is a source, another source also for the local mushrooms. Though they are banned for collection by the forest department, people take every opportunity to come and pick those mushrooms up, and they taste wonderful. Wonderful is not the way. Have you ever tried Goan mushrooms in Goan masala and seen a Goan eating them? If you are a Goan, come here to Goa. When the monsoon starts, lay your hands on the local mushrooms and eat them. Once you have tasted that, I can assure you, you will be rooted here to Goa and come here over and over again during the monsoons. Goa is the best during monsoons, but don't go in caves in the monsoons, okay? At the left side of this cave, there is a scooped out carving, and one of my friends who is very much enthusiastic in this type of things, his name is Sarvesh Borkar, he pointed this out to me, and it made sense because you have got a trishul over here, a trishul. There seems to be one idol here and one idol. Could this be Mahadev and Parvati? We don't know. We really don't know, because you can't say that it is so. But it looks like that. These are small, small parts of this cave. But the other part is right next door. Don't go in that cave. Let me show it to you. Behind me, you can see this huge cave over here, the Rivona cave. I showed you the carvings over there. But very close by to this, right next door, there is another cave over here, a small little depression going down. But I always advise people not to go into this type of areas, because there could be porcupines, there could be a leopard, there could be reptiles, there could be a monitor lizard. We don't know. This is their land. Though it may be under the protection of the Directorate of Archives and Archaeology, it belongs to the people of Goa. The first citizens of this are these reptiles and the wild animals. Let us leave them in peace. Let us not try to provoke them. But the fact remains that this cave, carved out cave, is right next to the Rivona cave. I think you need to visit this. Caves in Goa are amazing, amazing. You will be fascinated by one cave as you see them. Rest of the things, I leave it to you to see. Nearby to this cave of Rivona, hardly about 5-6 kilometers down the road, where we find the petroglyphs which are dated to 10,000 to 8,500 BC. Petroglyphs are carvings on a big rock by the side of the Kushavati river. Now that place is called as Pansaimar or Pansaimar. Ponos means a jackfruit. Mar means a big open area. Outside the Rivona cave, there is a jackfruit tree. See how beautifully it has grown. Is it possible that this area or the open area called as Pansaimar could have been having a lot of jackfruit trees? That's why that particular thing is called as Pansaimar. I don't know, but I am sure if you like jackfruit, you will like this tree. See this tree. So ladies and gentlemen, we have now seen what the caves in Goa look like. We have come over here. My team has come over here. My Goem wants to bring all these good things to you in your sitting rooms. You can watch by sitting down here. You can watch on the YouTube. The fun of these caves is to come and visit them. See it for yourself. The Directorate of Archives, Archaeology is taking pains. They have their limitations. They take pains to maintain all this thing, cutting the trees and maintaining it. But what use is all this pains taken if the people of Goa don't go to these Goan heritage sites and see them? If you want to learn about history, we have got the Krishnadas Shama Library. On the 4th floor, there is an amazing collection of old books, rare books, and they are always there to help you out. So if you would like to know history, go there. But if you would like to lay your eyes on heritage, come here. There may be a lot of caves that we may not even have seen. There may be a lot of carvings that we don't even know about. If you know something, please write to us on the email that you see over here. We will come to you and we will learn about what new you have found over there and show it to the people of the world. So ladies and gentlemen, this caveman is bidding you goodbye for this episode.